Hello, friends. I'm coming to you on this spring day. It's about 23rd, 24th of March 2021. And what I want to talk about in this video is the problem wealthy men have with women. Yes, you heard me correctly. You thought that it's tough to date women when you're penniless and don't have any money and don't have anything to offer them, which is true, because women are always far more interested in the offer on the table than the person who's bringing it, and that is universal and will never change. It is worse in some parts of the world than others, admittedly. And But what I want to talk about in this video is the problems that men with a lot of money have with women. Now, if your purpose is a one-night stand, or an extended one-night stand, or a short-term relationship with a woman, just to have fun with her and then say goodbye, then and you have hopefully some kind of gain. Although if you have a lot of money, you need the minimum amount. At least you have to be you have to have certain standards of personal hygiene and things like that, and social graces and knowing how to dress. All that helps, because come on, guys. I mean, let's be honest. You have to have something to offer besides the money. But if you're having problem, if your purpose is just to be with a woman for a short while, then yes, money. A wealthy man has far better chances than someone without money, and that's no problem at all. But after a while, that gets tiring. You will never get tired if you're a normal heterosexual man. Normal, I mean, if you are a heterosexual man. Don't get on my case for this. You will never be satisfied with just one girl, and you will always be excited when you see another, a newer, a younger model. Of course, that's normal. But if you are interested in a long-term relationship and really are evaluating the women that you date for a long-term relationship, and you have a lot of money, it is really difficult, and I will tell you why. Imagine you have a very, very expensive home in the best part of the town, and multiple vehicles and car and clothes and everything, that all markers of wealth, and you're going out with women who will, in a matter of minutes, if not hours, will find out your financial status. Women are very good at that, far better than other guys. So you're dating a beautiful woman, and you're going out with her, and at the end of the night, you take her to your home in your car, which she's gonna see. She's gonna quickly know that you have money, and you spend a good night with her, and you're having a breakfast the next morning. You know in your heart, you know at the deepest level of your soul, that she's awestruck and impressed by all that money, and that's what you do know. What you will never know is whether she's with you for you, or for all the shiny objects that you're providing for her, and whether you are on a one-night stand with her or a 30-year marriage. You will never know. Of course, the safe default answer is, if you weren't able to provide for her, and if you were not a strong man, chances are she's only there, only, and I mean only with a capital O, for the bells and whistles that come with you, and not you yourself. Think about it. Any woman you go out with, imagine yourself as somebody who is very wealthy, who has a multi-million dollar home in the best part of town, 3, 4, 5 fancy cars, bunch of clothes and everything. And every woman you go out with, you know that she is with you for the things that you're providing. You will never know. You will never know if she's with you only for you. You'll also will never know that if she's, getting some fun on the side with other men that she might be more attracted to. That is especially true if you are living in the West, and she's married to you, and she has a lot of power in terms of walking away with a good portion of what you've accumulated. Whereas in 85% of the world, that's not the case. But I'm trying to, I hope I've painted enough of a scenario for you to understand what I mean by saying a wealthy man has even more problems going out with a woman, feeling secure in his heart that she is with him for himself. She loves him for who he is, and not because of all the things that he's provided for her. You will see, I hope that you're able to see why a wealthy man would have just as much problems, even much more than someone penniless. Because hey, someone penniless, if a woman is with you, you know she's with you either because you're very good in the sack, or you make her laugh, or something else until she finds someone better. But if you're very wealthy, you're going out with a string of women, one after another. My friends, you will never know, and believe me, I'm speaking from the heart, you will never know if this woman is with you for you. Unless you have a way of hiding your wealth, which is very difficult. I mean, if you're dating women, where are you gonna take her? To a cheap motel instead of your fancy home? You're gonna rent a cheap car and take her out in a Toyota rather than your Bentley? And how long are you gonna keep that up? To find out if she's with you for your money or for yourself. You will never know. So again, my purpose for this video was to help you see that having a lot of money actually can work against you in terms of having a true, loving, dedicated relationship with a woman. It would be a big question mark, I said, whether it's a one-night stand or a 40-year marriage. I leave you with this. A guy I know, his name is Chuck. I have breakfast with him sometimes, and he owns 7 or 8 homes. He's an old man now, and his wife has always been a stay-at-home mom, but they only have one child, so she didn't have to work that hard. And he says, I do what my wife was. Whenever I ask him, have you done this? Have you been to Rome? Have you been on a cruise? He goes, my wife doesn't like cruises. My wife this, my wife that. I told him, hey Chuck, what about you? What about the things you like to do? Does she ever do that? He goes, well, I don't know, I never tried. I'm going, wow, your wife is very lucky to have you. And he said, one time I asked her, what do you think about me? What do you think about, he said, one time I asked my wife, what do you think about, our marriage and our time together? And she said, well, you're a good provider. I was going, no shit, Sherlock. I hope I won't wish that kind of a relationship on my worst enemy. This guy with 7 homes at about now 70 years old, he hasn't done anything in his life that he wanted to do, and has basically lived all of his life to make his wife happy. Don't be that guy, gentlemen. All the best till next video.